why are WWE not booking this guy? Can't book this guy. Refuse to book this guy. Like, it doesn't make sense. I just feel like the likes of Omos has a home in WWE, and why we don't use him and why he gets used in these other promotions affiliated with the WWE and they could see the value in him. It spins me. So Triple Mania 33 is in the books, and really good show. This is my first time watching Triple Mania since maybe about 2019, 2020. I feel like after a while, it kind of started dying a death. The show was super unorganized, running long and just starting late. It's like all kinds of mess was going on. But you can truly see when you watch the show now, it's got a WWE imprint on that show with production and running to schedule. Like, it definitely has a lot more barriers, if you see what I mean, to the craziness of what Triple Mania usually is and what you kind of loved about Triple Mania, but I grew tired of it. But once again, it takes a foreign promotion to display what is the brilliance of Omos and how Omos can be used. We are looking at a situation again where this, okay, technically there is some WWE to this, like there's WWE creative involved in this. I believe Jeremy Borash is, behind some of the AAA creative, who is obviously a WWE executive or producer or whatever. But like, it's not under the WWE banner. For the second time this year, Omos has found extreme success and just starts the conversation all over again about why are WWE not booking this guy? Can't book this guy. Refuse to book this guy. Like, it doesn't make sense. Let's go back. Let's go back to December 2024 when it was announced that Omos was going to be in Noah. And I know the great Muto had spoken about Omos for years before that, just saying like, give me this guy in Japan. Like, this guy would be brilliant. He would be revered. He would come across like as what they call like a kanji over there, like almost like some mystical creature, just a beast basically. Like, Muto has spoken about using him, and eventually we saw Omos go to Japan in December last year. And he had a couple of matches in Japan over December and January 2025. Became a tag team champion over there as well with Jack Morris, I want to say it is. And it was just such a revelation to see him outside the WWE being treated like a big flipping deal, because forget what he does in ring, which I'll come to eventually. But he is an attraction. This is why the likes of and Andre the Giant had a career. The likes of a Big Show had a career. The Great Khali. I can go on and name names. There is a space in wrestling for these guys. And whether you like this kind of wrestling and this kind of wrestler in your programming is a different question. But the foundations of wrestling have always been, this is a variety show with lots of different characters, lots of different abilities and different people. And Omos is a difference maker. They sent him to Japan. He done some great stuff, became a tag team champion. They pulled him out of Japan before the end of January 2025. And we had Royal Rumble, I think early Feb this year, right? So everyone's thinking, well, if they're pulling him out of Japan, the way it happened, it was almost as if we need him. We're going to use him sort of thing. Royal Rumble came and went, no Omos. WrestleMania came and went, no Omos. All of these other events, I can name them, Backlash, Money in the Bank, even the basic Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, they all happened and no Omos. And then we are now heading to Triple Mania. Just before the weekend, I think I posted on my Instagram, WrestleManiac UK, if you're not following along, just before the weekend it came out that WWE may be flying Omos into Mexico. They may be using Omos at Triple Mania. Lo and behold, Omos comes out during the Copa Bardal match, which is kind of like a Royal Rumble. Yeah, it's kind of like a Royal Rumble, a 14-man Royal Rumble. You can pin people and submit them also, as well as throw them over the top. Omos comes in, right? Greatly placed after Microman. You have the juxtaposition of a 3-foot wrestler coming out, followed by a 7'3" wrestler coming out after him. Like, it was so well done. They had a whole little spot, where Microman was touching his leg trying to get his attention. Omos played the whole "where is he" sort of thing. He goes off the ropes, Microman that is, comes back. This isn't even a big boot. He just kind of stepped on Microman. He even eliminated Microman by, a press over his head, throwing him down. I think there was two wrestlers on the outside that basically caught Microman to Microman's elimination. Like, just great kind of big man, giant wrestling. It's fun stuff. It's fun stuff. Now, I know a lot of you will say his wrestling ability. This is where the disconnect may be, right? Listen, again, variety is the spice of life. Variety is in our wrestling. So why isn't there space for this guy? I just don't understand it. And I won't lie to you guys, he's not for me, the most riveting wrestler. It is kind of slow and plodding and a lot of kind of big man stuff. But like I say, I think there is space for that in my wrestling. And I think there's space for that in wrestling in general. So we can make noise about, it's not fast paced enough and, this is the style in 2025. And I keep saying, like, wrestling is not enough. It really isn't. Like, there are so many people, whether it's in Britain, whether it's in the US, indie wrestling I watch, I just feel like these guys are fantastic wrestlers. But do they have the presence? Can they walk into an arena and people are like, oh, this guy's just arrived. Silence goes across the place and everyone's like, they can feel the presence. They can feel the aura. I think that is a missing art in wrestling. Like, everyone just thinks it's like, oh, come on, let's go, blah, blah, blah. No sell, fighting spirit and all of that kind of stuff. Like, some things are for the theatre of it all. And I think this is where we can find great use for Omos. Omos is really good at what he does. This giant role is very, very good. And I know it may come with, a booking issue for maybe the likes of Triple H or whatever. It's like, right, if we start booking him too strong, we have to book him towards the title and he may not be in, it's like if you book such a big man sort of thing, the issues could come like, how do we get the belt off him and stuff like that? Listen, I'm not a booker in it, but like, I just feel like the likes of Omos has a home in WWE, and why we don't use him and why he gets used in these other promotions affiliated with the WWE and they could see the value in him. It spins me to think like, but you guys that are the machine, you are sending him there. You're sending him to these places and you can see he is making a difference and people really like him. But you don't want to use him on your programming. Like, you don't want the novelty of someone like him to wear off. So even if you used him in certain positions, a Royal Rumble or some type of, cage match or something like, just certain sprinkles of Omos in the WWE and in the in-between time, you can send him abroad to do other bits. I just feel like there is value in him that you cannot deny. You actually cannot deny it at this point. Like, he's went to Japan and proven to be a beast. He's went to Mexico and just the framing of his entrance. Are you not seeing this, bro? Are you not seeing like what this guy can be? Like, I remember MVP saying that, like he said something to the effect of, you're not a booker. If you can't find a place for Omos on your show, like, you don't know what you're doing. He said something to that effect. A little jibe at Triple H, I think, on his way out, on his way to AEW. And it's like, bro, how can't you find a place for this guy? Like, I know there's a level of him being green. I know they kind of rushed him. He didn't really go through the NXT system. Found himself on TV pretty quickly. But he's learned and he continues learning. They stuck him with AJ Styles for a time, if you remember that. Like, I really do think there's value in Omos. Like, I know he may not be everyone's cup of tea in terms of wrestling ability and things of that nature. But, wrestling's for the dreamers, man. Wrestling is for people that is, fun-loving and prepared to suspend their belief for a 5-minute match, 7-minute match, 12-minute match, 15-minute match, 30-minute barn burner. You can suspend your belief and Omos could be just an absolute beast. And I just don't know why WWE don't see it. And I'm not going to go down the road of what the internet are saying and Triple H when it comes to black singles wrestlers and giving them an opportunity. But it's another example. I can't pretend this isn't another example of just that. Because one of the last things that Vince McMahon done was give Omos a WrestleMania match against Brock Lesnar. All right, maybe a losing effort, but he put him in a ring, a WrestleMania ring with Brock Lesnar. Vince put him on TV after all, knowing he wasn't, all there ready, knowing he skipped NXT. But Vince understands the spectacle. He understands for the moment, like, this could be a guy. It's very puzzling. It's so puzzling to see. And I want to be wrong. I want to turn on, Monday Night Raw this week or Friday Night SmackDown, and I want to see Omos there. And it's like, all right, we're using him on TV. Let's bloody go, man. But I just don't know. It's crazy to me. You guys, if you have an answer apart from Triple H is racist, if you've got a good reason as to why you think WWE refused to use Omos, please put it down in the comments. Let's talk about it. It baffles me. It really does baffle me at this point, especially when you see the adulation he gets from other audiences. Is it just an American audience that don't feel him? I don't know. Put it down in the comments, man. Let's talk about it. But if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Mex. I make videos on WWE and AEW. So if that sounds like something for you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, so you get notified every single time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.